did happen.
Well, we start off with our lovely mages of England, basically, still in the cyberpunk universe, as we are dragged along by this, as we quickly realize, definitely not the police or something else. Maybe a corporation security, maybe someone else. But we made our way to this building with a set of people and a singular man who was there as they forced us to our knees and talked to us, and someone interrogated us as they seemed to be questioning if what wolf pack we are, as we would later find out. It was quickly realized that we were definitely not wolves or any type of supernatural being, at least in our eyes, and for them at the very least as well. And well, this is all just a big understanding, but I still need to question you, as he would later on request. And Greg, of course, stepped up, saying, interrogate me, not the others, as this lovely prince, as we'll learn to find out he is, took him along to do a very intense conversation with him. Kind of left him a little bit haggard with Greg, as he was dragged back after that, and was able to figure out that these people are definitely not from around here, or at the very least, definitely, definitely not a threat for them, at least in their eyes. As we were in this apartment, locked away, Greg's kind of out of it, as we're a little bit panicking. Song decided to turn the TV on to at least get a lay of the land or figure something out, but was even more confused. It became obvious that Stark Industry exists in this world. Iron Man, Tony Stark, who knows? Apparently, it's a thing here, and it's definitely going strong. More confusion abound, as a few of guards came up to request that Sung follow them. Nervous but not wanting to cause a problem, she decided to follow this initiative and follow these guards to, I guess, to meet this prince. Hope maybe for more questioning, maybe for something else. But as she left, Megan appeared to Greg and Dudley and informed them that things are going to be bad. That what's going to happen to Sung is not going to be good, and she's more likely to be tortured or killed, horribly so. So you have a timer to save her life, or just let it go on. Greg, snapping out of his the trauma he had went through, got up and said, "We're going to go save her." And Dudley followed suit as well. As Dudley was able to use his own powers to short circuit or gain access to the security system as well. And Greg was able to pull them closer to the elevator without being seen. So they were able to get there without any issue. A little overshot as they had to take the ladder down instead of the elevator, but they were able to get out without too much trouble. As Sung, terrified out of her life, was left with this man who seemed very much willing to help her in his own horrifying way, as he basically dominated her mind, forced her on a table, and this began to do his art to Sung's horror and fear, as she was left screaming before he forced her to be quiet, as he began to reshape her body to his liking. Though Sung had a bit of relief in the sense that her avatar allowed her to go into her mind, so she wasn't aware and wasn't feeling what was going on, essentially. And so she at least had somewhat of a relief for whatever happens next. As Greg and Dudley made their way down into a basement that didn't seem to have any cameras or any security, as in the future they didn't really need that much when they can just, everything's automated and watched. But they found their way to the room to see Sung's deformed body, as well as this man creature over her, before they decided to tackle him and hold him down. They would have hold him down for a minute, but his strength was obviously something that they would have to deal with, as it got worse and worse before Megan stepped in and took him out, essentially. And well, she was going to help them heal Sung, but she wasn't going to do it entirely. This needed to be a step up for Greg to do, as he basically awoken another power to get Sung back to her normal body. As that was going on, Megan went into Sung's mind palace, I assume, where, to the shock of April, her avatar, as she explained that it's time to go, that congratulations, it's all worked out, essentially. As Sung woke up very traumatized, but relieved that Greg and Dudley saved her life, as Megan told them that they're all awakened and things are going great for them now. As she gave them a bit of safety on a little bit later away from the floor, explained that she took care of everyone else, and that vampire guy that did that to Sung is now completely dust and dirt on the floor, essentially. As well, we got a little bit of healing, Sung trying to hopefully get past this, as we were able to get to rest without too much trouble. Well, the next time we woke up, we had Megan here to take us to a new place, apparently to get us out of here with some fresh air and a little place a little bit more familiar to us, for some of us more than others, of course, as we made our way to, as we turned out, Forks, Washington, Twilight, as Sugward explained to the group. A place where vampires are existing, but maybe a little bit different than the regular ones, and there are werewolves as well, as we had to run for them before getting caught. Dudley was able to, not Dudley, Greg was able to use his new power to find a direction to get out of the woods without any trouble, as well as, well, to the edge of the town. As Megan would explain to us, that she has altered our state so we smell like vampires, which is a big issue for a number of reasons. And she may or may not have kidnapped Bella, just to see if get those vampires to get a little bit more interesting, give us a bit of a challenge. She had also has Bella truck that she drove to town with us in there before we ditched the truck as well and got a motel with her gifts essentially. And while Song understands exactly somewhat what the timeline's going on, we have a bit of worry now as it's, well, Song has told them it's a big event coming up, for at least in the story wise, and Bella's gone, and the vampire who will look for her pretty crazy. So that's gonna be a problem for us to deal with, especially since we seem to smell like vampires. So that means we have to deal with werewolves, vampires, whatever else that Megan decides is worthy enough to throw at our faces. As well, for everyone else, we're the bad guys, and I think it ended there.
Just a bit of technically have your stuff. So I'll use Kanka because I was trying I was looking at Foundry. Apparently Foundry is have the things I was hoping. So should be able to see your characters in the Kanka. So, and I will add for now just the details, but I'll have the abilities on the character sheet thing. You can of course find the powers in the homebrew document as well, but I will add them. Song, that's mine. You all start at magic power 1. So if you roll for you start with a sphere with a level 2 in it and the other one level 1.
Ah.
Shh. For Dudley, sphere.
The force was too.
See forces and I think for time it's just time sense. Stands. sense.
So guys, how's that weather lately?
It's hot on my side. I'm not sure about the rest of you guys.
Nah, summer's over finally.
Is it already for you?
It's at the edge, at least where I'm at. At
It's
least it
like
goes from cold to
Gonna
hot
say
again.
it's August, so I mean some of it might not technically end until I guess next month, but like the heat's over and
Yeah.
summer that is the only thing that distinguishes the most of summer from the beginning of fucking fall.
uh,
So like I don't care anymore.
I
I
wish I
love
was
global.
living.
I love global warming.
I was gonna say no. I feel like,
We're still peaking.
yeah.
There have been 2 winters in a row where birds have not migrated south.
Okay, so you should all see. You can also check your Kanka characters in the abilities section. See each thing individually, or just have the entire thing referenced. Homebrew doc, whichever you prefer. Rules apply: highest sphere rating plus magic power for each roll. So for your best stat, you'll roll 3d10s. The bad thing.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so you are in fact in that motel room, thinking about life. Not sure if there's any discussions you would like to have.
Well, what we have a room here now, but we only have 3 days of sunlight before the other vampires of this world come by. I think we're supposed to hold up until I don't know. We can explain to them that we didn't kidnap Bella, or we're all right, and it's not what you think. But I'm not sure they'll believe us.
Oh, what are we gonna? We should probably prepare for them not to believe us. I have I call it a hunch. I don't think we're gonna be able to talk our way out of it.
Yeah. And Megan said she's gonna up the threat every day while we're here. So I don't know if we're supposed to like fight. We're supposed to kill these people.
For not to, especially if
Same.
some of them are. I just rather not to be honest.
Incapacitate him somehow, perhaps, or calm him down. Maybe we can hide somewhere.
We can try to do that, but the thing about it is that, well, Megan says she's made it so we smell like vampires, so we can't go into the woods because we have to make sure we don't run into werewolves, and vampires here are really, really fast. Oh, and some of them have powers too. That might be a problem for us, depending on which one we get. Edward can read minds. He's Bella's, I don't know, romantic partner. There's Allison who can actually see into the future or possibilities. Actually, now that I think about it, her husband Jasper, who can control and deal with emotions. And honestly, I think that's it. Now that I think about it, why didn't the rest of the family have magic powers? Hmm. But that's neither here nor there. Those are just some of them, and there are a whole bunch of people who probably want to see us rip us to shreds.
All right.
Maybe we can try to find Bella, return them to her.
What did Megan tell you here?
Ulti seems to be survival, I think, right?
More along the lines of, hey, you're gonna be here to learn to use your powers. Survival was never mentioned. I mean, I'll amend that. Survival is implicit, but
Yeah.
you're not here to save Bella. You're here to become stronger.
When she threw us in the woods with the wolves, the implication was use your powers or die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we should, Okay. What can... Let's actually talk. What can we do? And I mean, like, with the fancy shit, I can sort of sense when things about people, some information about them, and I have a pretty good sense that, I don't know, I guess you could call it fucking space, things, location.
Okay, that's cool. I can sense emotions and I guess do something to them with their emotions. And I don't necessarily know what the second thing was. I think take their souls, which is pretty horrifying, actually.
I can feel electricity. I'll see what's cause a little. I think it was able to cause a little spark, and I think I shouldn't play around with the clock. That one,
Yeah,
from
let's
everything I read about for time travel, it's a dangerous puppy.
save that. Alright, so let's think about it. That controlling electricity can be useful. I mean, I don't know, we can control lights, cause power outages, and fuck a lot. Basically, the entire modern world basically runs on electricity. If we can think about how to use that.
Okay.
Got a pretty good sense of where things are and when things enter. Which means there's a good chance when they do get here, something gets here, there's a good chance we might be able to know it before it kicks in our fucking door. And, I mean, when people are mad, they make mistakes. They're gonna be mad already. It sounds like you can make them a hell of a lot madder if you can manipulate their emotions.
Oh, definitely. Really good with the rules, if nothing else. Okay. Should we try to, I don't know, I think we still have some money left over from Megan. We can try to buy some supplies.
Probably for the best. It'd be pretty bad if we just starve after nothing else happens.
Okay. So, she gave us 3 days. We can prepare some, at least some food for ourselves, maybe some band-aids just in case anyone gets really hurt and we can't get to each other quickly.
Alright. Alright, let's go and get some supplies. Once we get those, start getting creative, I guess.
Should we talk to our avatars too? We should be able to do that a little easier now, right?
We can probably... Yeah, we should probably do that.
Okay, that's a plan.
So, what are you gonna do?
I think the first thing is we're gonna go get some like supplies like food and water just from like
Yeah.
one of the stores.
Yeah, you leave the motel and venture to a nearby grocery store, able to buy basic amenities.
Then after we get that, and we get back to the hotel, essentially. I think let's try to commune with our avatars, I guess.
Wants to try first.
Guess Greg can try first.
You focus on that, and that intent comes much more easily as you see Churchill before you.
Hey, it's getting easier, that's good.
Well, you are getting better at it.
Now, Grunt, just out of character, I'm just going to, because I can imagine, Greg, unfortunately, does not have this handy-dandy Wikipedia page with all of his powers open.
No. Unfortunately.
Yeah, so Greg is going to ask him, okay, can you walk me through the basics of this whole sensing space around me? Just want to make sure that, kind of want the basics of it, just so I don't try doing something that's just not gonna work at all with it.
Well, first of all, you have to understand that when you first awaken, it's sort of a explosion of power. So the things you were able to do back then are not something that you can do right now, at the very least. Not strong enough yet. But what you saw back there was the ability to shift space around you, move things closer or further, orient yourself.
Alright. So, can sense and shift space around me. Probably limited right now, but does that mean I can I sense farther than just my normal eyes, my normal ears?
Sort of. You have a better understanding of how things are placed, their position in the tapestry of the universe. You can focus on individual things, of course. That's how you could find the city. orient yourself.
To say I have names and descriptions of people, can I try to focus on them, see where they are?
Potentially. Depends how far away they are. But in time, probably. I'm not an expert on this either, but you are mostly limited by your own capabilities. The more power you can summon, the greater the effect. And the better understanding you have of your own powers, the better use you can make of them.
I think I'm starting to get it. And with that, Grunt, Greg is going to try to, basically with the idea that he knows, this has a better understanding of the space around him. He's gonna, like, try to see if he can tell what's out the window without actually looking out the window. Just something that, like, you know, something close. It's not like trying to see halfway across the town. Just he just wants to see the immediate thing outside that window.
3d10.
One success.
Take 1 point of superficial power damage. As focus your mind, and it's rather painful, but you can sense certain things. There's a bucket. There's also seems a broom. Basic cleaning tool.
Alright. And yeah, Greg is gonna kind of just keep focusing on these very minor aspects of the power, at least try to get used to the idea of being of this of what this is, I guess.
Yeah. You can feel that you can push this further. Extend from the room and just things outside to start like hearing things, almost seeing them in your head, visualizing them. You can feel not just objects, but you can feel some of the bugs that are crawling about. Very faint, but they're there. You can feel a spider in one of one of the room's corners.
Alright. Greg tries to, like, reach out and try to take one of the small things he sees and imagine it in his hand. Does that do anything?
Another 3d10. 2 successes for this one.
One success.
You try. You think you had it for a moment, and it just fizzles out. As a nearby car that passes just breaks your concentration. Pretty sure you could do it, but it's not easy.
with that, Greg is just going to go back to focusing on the space around. He's not trying to push it at this point.
Yeah.
He wants to just get the better grasp of keeping focus on the space around him
Let's
entirely.
While you're doing this, what are the other two? How are they focusing?
I think Song would definitely try to talk to her avatar as well.
And sitting in the room, you can see April sit on a chair opposite from yours. Says, finally. Starting to grab the reins a bit, are we?
I think so, at the very least.
Good.
Still have to do some tests, though.
That's the way.
Apparently we're going to be fighting people here and whatever else Megan decides to send our way. I'm not too sure how good I would be in a fight, actually.
Not very good. Should be smart
Oh.
about things.
Is there a way I can be useful at all?
You're smart enough. Fights aren't won by the ones who can punch the hardest. They're won by the ones that know how to stack the deck in their favor. Use every advantage they have and make sure that they're the ones controlling the battlefield.
Okay. I know I can feel people's emotions, and I can probably do something with that at the very least. But I don't really understand the other one. No, I remember what I saw happen, but I don't really know what that was.
Well, quite simple. What you saw there were their souls being ripped apart.
Oh,
Don't worry them. You're not gonna do that pretty soon.
okay.
When a mage awakens, especially with this method where you brute force it, there's an outburst of energy. And well, eventually you might be able to do that, but not right now.
Okay. Okay then. So be smart and try not to die. Seems easy enough.
She kind of chuckles at it.
I also want to say thanks, April, for what happened last time. Thank you for helping me.
We're in this together after all.
Song just smiles and nods at that.
Are you gonna try and test out your powers, see how far you can push things?
You know what? I should, just to see how bad my rolls are going to be in the future or not.
What are you gonna try and do? No, you have the ability to sense emotions and the ability to apparently see people's souls, so
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna try to soul thing right now, but I guess she's gonna try to see if she can sense the emotions of, well, the people in the room, or see what she could feel Dudley and Greg right now.
sure, give me a 3d10. Oh yeah, that's 3 successes. Yeah. Well, feel free to tell me how Greg is feeling right now. What would Sung feel? What emotions is Greg going through?
Greg is it's a sense of determination, as if this is a man who's finally found his footing. He feels like he can finally start to grasp this.
As you feel this determination coming from him, you realize you could. It's like a thread you can pull on it. You can pull, you can push, and just snap it if you want. Meanwhile, let's see Dudley. Oh, Dudley. How are you trying to contact your avatar, Dudley?
Actually, he definitely right now he's trying to focus right now on his power to see if he can like he imagines like the electric currents maybe or maybe like, the Wi-Fi like connecting to his phone to the cell network. He's basically like, trying to do what he did at the tower basically once again.
Sure, give me a 3d10.
But he told him to do it on his own and he would try to do it on his own. So I just roll something. I drop out too lazy.
Still need to. Yeah, so as you extend your senses, trying to feel the electrical currents, yeah, you feel the circuits around the room as power flows through them. And probably, if you want, you can start shifting that power around.
Yeah, he would try to flick around with
You can, in
flick
fact,
off some lights.
yeah, you can, in fact, turn the lights on and off with your mind.
Right. Yeah. After doing that, he would also try to maybe think about other scientific concepts, like the flow of molecules, to maybe see if other elements can also work like that. Electricity is just electrons flowing. Well, how about air and stuff like that, and wind? It's also just molecules moving.
Yeah.
And he tried to experiment with that, basically like to create some wind flows.
Give me another 3d10.
Yes, sir.
I have a question real quick about the rolling politics. Because for most characters, rolling the black dice or one of the black dice usually doesn't matter. Will a 1 even show up on the black dice?
No, it won't. That's
Oh.
why I always expand the roll.
Okay,
Oh, that's right. You can expand the rolls. I didn't realize. I forgot you could do that.
Do you, it's fine if I just click
Yeah, I don't care.
click the rolls? Okay, yeah. If not, I would just roll man. Three successes.
Okay,
Perish.
take a superficial willpower damage.
Fucking police shows up.
As yeah, your mind does hurt a bit, but you start moving the air currents around. As yeah, you create like a small breeze inside the locked room.
Yeah, Dudley's satisfied with him. Like he's getting closer.
You realize, yeah, you could probably control.
Create fire, maybe.
You could probably control,
More.
yeah, create fire as well if you. Another 3d10.
Oh man, I'm gambling.
Listen, keep experimenting.
Yeah, he will try to create a small blaze.
Take one more point. Special willpower damage. Another one. Dudley, you kind of like hold in your hand a small flame. Just seemingly appears out of nowhere as you manage to heat the molecule yourself.
Yeah, if Dudley will now stop since it's hurting a bit more. He's feeling
It is definitely taking a mental toll on you.
Yeah, but Dudley sense that he's getting closer. Yeah? He's actually uncovered something. He didn't need to ask Buddy. Maybe is Buddy satisfied now?
No.
No.
I was gonna say, are you gonna ask?
Never.
You're gonna keep ignoring your wife?
She's always at your house, man. You gotta talk to her eventually.
So I'll try to. I'll have to look at my phone. So what does the jury say?
Get the message. Fucking stupid.
Alright. I still appreciate that you're here.
There's another message. Go fuck yourself.
This is my ex-wife. The spirit of my ex-wife.
But what emotions would Sung feel as you're like practicing with these powers?
Yeah, and initially anxiety, but then immense satisfaction.
Again, Sung, you can manipulate these things, twist them around. We'll assume you don't, unless maybe that's a
Yeah,
wrong
sh-
assumption.
she won't, because these are good feelings. Her friends are feeling good feelings. Why would she ever decide to ruin that for them?
Yeah, as you see these strings dance around before you, you can realize, hey, I can tug on the strings. What happens if I connect the strings?
Ooh. She's gonna try to do that, seeing if it making keep an eye on them so she doesn't hurt them in any way.
As you visualize the strings uniting, Dudley, you're suddenly kind of like feel this strong sense of determination, kind of like embolden you, push yourself further. As Greg, you are boosted by this sense of excitement, wonder, discovery, as you get to experiment with your powers.
With that sudden bout of excitement, I think Greg's going to try to reach out and take a hold of something again.
Another 3d10.
One success still.
Yeah, well, you try again, and again it just fizzles out. Like something that, like, just almost out of reach.
I'll get the hang of it eventually.
Yeah, you practice for about an hour, I feel most. The night kind of starts falling over the city. You're all tired. You maybe grab some late dinner. Probably go to sleep, maybe, unless you want to have any conversations.
I can't exactly do fireball, but we're getting closer.
Yeah, it feels good to have at least a little semblance of control.
Like
We
I
have some.
feel like I can like reach out and touch things, but I can't quite get a hold of them yet. But I know I can do it.
We know you can, Greg. Got a hell of a lot farther than we were when we first started this whole thing.
No.
I do gotta wonder. So if I've only tried it on objects, sensing things around me, I can. I wonder if I can use this on a person. If I fuck with their sense of space around them.
Ooh, cause some vertigo.
Cause them vertigo, or just make me a bit harder to see, maybe.
Maybe confuse them, maybe make them.
I will remind you, you did see Greg alter the space around himself faster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the thing. Greg's wondering if he can alter the space around other people.
That's subject.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But maybe if you can make yourself faster, maybe you can make other people slower.
Well, we're right
Yeah,
here. Greg, if you want to give it a chance,
if you guys
I
are sure.
volunteer. I trust you.
All right.
Did you then?
Two
Two
successes.
successes, yeah. So as you What's your intent here? How are you gonna try and?
So the intent of this is, Sung did just mention like vertigo, like the idea of just like fucking with somebody's ability to stay completely upright normally. So effect similar to that, or just like again, just making it so like they're just off balance.
As you shift, you realize you kind of like try and like imagine her maybe falling kind of hard, right? Sung, you can see. The problem is this is not just what Sung sees. This is what all of you see. As the floor itself bends, and suddenly Sung, one of your feet just kind of like goes deeper into it. As the floor itself just kind of shifts.
Oh shit!
This is not vertigo. This is you literally just change the room. And as you like stop, it reverts back to normal.
It's a hell of a lot better than just making somebody dizzy.
Oh yeah. I'd not expect that. That's definitely gonna be something useful. I can say for certainty at the very least. I feel a bit more confident. How about you guys? Feeling a bit better?
A lot better. It's the
Yeah,
first
that's-
time I feel like I'm actually starting to understand what the fuck's happening to me. Happening to us.
I'm starting to realize how this puppy works. There are rules here. You gotta figure them out. You gotta study, experiment.
I guess the hardest thing is what's gonna happen when we meet the people who are not gonna be happy to see us. I've never killed someone on purpose, I guess, now, not to say.
I mean, maybe we won't have to kill them. Using our powers and surviving is the goal. If we can find a way to do that without killing them. If I can change the shape of a room, maybe I can just remove all the windows and doors.
I can distract people. I can create wind flows, turn off, turn off, turn off on, turn on and off lights and stuff like that to maybe try to distract them.
Yeah, maybe I can just try to get them to be angry, actually. Yeah, you're right. We don't have to kill them.
Besides, even if we wanted to kill them, right now what we can do, I mean, maybe if we get creative we can kill them with it, but seems that a lot of our abilities are right now better for getting out of danger than finishing it.
At most, I can light a ciggy. At most, I don't need a lighter no more.
That's good, actually. What else do you think she's gonna throw at us? She mentioned Hugh Jackman, but I don't think he was part of Twilight unless there's some things that happened while I was away.
Wasn't he one of the? He was in a movie about some fucking superhero.
X-Men.
Yeah, I think he's Wolverine. I think
Yeah.
that's where I remember him from.
You don't think she'll bring in Wolverine, would you? Am I asking?
That sounds like that. I think that sounds like certainly sounds like an escalation.
Would that be a death sentence for us? I think he's I think he's rather known for being rather strong.
Well, it depends on which version of him you get, right? He's been in a couple movies.
What if it's all of them?
Oh, God. Oh, we'll cross that rage-filled bridge when we
You
get
know, guys, out of character, I have a strong feeling it's gonna be Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I don't ask me why. I have a feeling. Call it sixth sense.
Well, listen, don't you worry about tomorrow's problems today.
Now he's level 2. He's not level 1.
And as we are talking, as the night goes on, and I imagine we might want to go to bed, unless something happens and some man kicks down the door.
Why would that?
Greg's, as we get ready to go to bed, assuming we're allowed to do that, Greg wants to try to do the extended senses as he's getting ready to go to sleep and see if I guess what he's imagining in his head, he wants to manifest, like, the room and the surrounding area as, like, a dream he's viewing while he sleeps.
Well, you can always roll me a 3d10.
I can grunt, and I will.
Take one.
3 successes. And yeah, superficial.
As you as you lay in bed and you close your eyes, you can feel the room around you with bugs and all. As you feel the other two next to you, well, objects and everything. But as you fade to sleep. No, the room will fade as the closer you get to sleep, the more your perception just dulls, fades along. Unfortunately, you are pretty sure you cannot maintain this thing while you sleep.
Alright.
As at the very least, hey, before you fall asleep, you see the spider in the corner suddenly next to Dudley's face.
Next to Dudley's face, is it doing anything unusual? Does
No,
it look
you
weird?
just shifted it.
Ah,
You can shift it back or you can leave it there.
it's fine.
You get the feeling that you can only do this for small creatures, bugs, insects, maybe a bit bigger, but for now, it is an interesting thing. It's definitely much more difficult to living things than, well, dead ones.
Alright.
Yeah. You all fall asleep. Yeah, what's awareness?
An awareness wits.
Yeah.
The most important role.
Oh god, damn it!
Yeah, I can willpower if necessary.
It's nothing dangerous, don't you worry.
I feel like you're lying to me.
I mean, that's for you to decide. I will tell you I am not.
I
but
don't know, I think I'm here to be in danger. I think that's the point.
Stage is the point.
Up to you if you wanna roll. I need 4 successes.
What's your willpower looking at, Dudley?
3 left.
I have 3 left too.
Ah, damn it! He also he also rolled like once and shit.
I'll trust Grunt on this. He wouldn't lie to me.
I wouldn't. As yeah,
Never.
You wake up. It's how early in the morning would you like to wake up? Still set some alarms and stuff.
Listen, unfortunately, Greg's an early riser. That alarm is set for 5 a.m.
Holy shit. The sun is not even up. Yeah, no, then guess you slept for like 3 to 4 hours. But yeah,
You guys can stay asleep, but Greg keeps a tight schedule.
Oh,
are you gonna just sit around and wait for them to wake up? Or gonna go
I
out for a
mean-
walk? I don't know.
Yeah, Greg's gonna go out and go for a walk. Like, I think one thing Greg's gonna look for is that if push comes to shove, like the hotel room does not seem like the best place to make a last stand if a bunch of angry, superpowered people are gonna try to kill you.
Yeah. Oh,
So, while Greg's walking around, he's just keeping an eye out for anything that might be of use.
as you walk around, yeah, unlike Red, I don't know them by name. Open too many wiki pages.
what are you looking for, for Grant?
I'm looking for the Cullen family.
Oh, the Cullen family. Oh, that's easy enough.
Maybe for you, Red. Maybe for you.
Just describe the person, and Red can tell you their name, their birth details, their entire life story.
I don't know their names because if I knew their names, I would have just searched Google for them.
Yeah,
What do-
yeah. What do they look like?
What are they?
I'm looking for the big man.
Emmett?
Why do
Emmett
you,
Cullen?
Why do you know the name, Red?
He's the biggest squad of the group.
Yeah, but why do you know his name?
And just like that, we've baited Red again.
I can't do
Grunt knew that. Grunt knew it. Grunt didn't need you to tell him that.
Damn it. I'm over here trying to be helpful.
Yeah. As you move about, city is darken the scene a bit. The city is still barely sleeping. As you're walking by, something fast moves. Barely perceive it. As you feel yourself being grabbed and like dragged into an alley, slammed against the wall. As you see this man just fucking just like large buff man just kind of like grab you by the collar and slams you against the wall. And just kind of like stares at you. You can see his kind of like yellow iris as his eyes reflect a bit too much light. It says, new visitors in town, I see.
Hey, there, friend.
I don't think we're friends, so how about you tell me who you are and what you are doing here?
Greg Mathers. Just on a vacation.
Only charisma, persuasion? Or manipulation, persuasion? You can use subterfuge as well, but I don't think that's a good thing for you.
Yes, I have 0 subterfuge, and if I use subterfuge, I'll take a -1 penalty, too.
Yeah.
He's such a nice guy.
5 successes.
He just kind of like hesitates for a moment before like taking a deep sniff. Vacation, eh? And he'll like turn around and like fling you on the other side of the alley, trying to like absolutely like cave your skull in. You can try and give me a strength brawl if you want to try and fight this man.
Yeah, I'll make a strength brawl.
He is intent on beating the shit out of you.
4 successes, and I can willpower.
That would be funny. Beat him up. I'll be honest. But yes, feel free.
6 successes.
Holy shit. You tried to do this. Greg, just tell me how the fuck you start kicking the shit out of him.
So, it's pretty simple. You know, Greg in his youth got into a lot of spats in alleyways. He was like, he was that kind of young man. So when he does this, like, telegraphs this move, Greg just immediately quick knee into the stomach, just followed up immediately by a strike to the jaw, and then just keeps going. Quick strikes, doesn't telegraph them.
Yeah.
Changes up occasionally where he's swinging.
As he is clearly taken by surprise, and not by the speed necessarily, but by the force. As he had like a 10 dice pool.
Oh.
And and he willpowered as well. Still got 2 successes.
It's a Twilight Vampire.
This is a Twilight Vampire.
Average British pub goer beats his ass.
Who would win in a fight? A powerful supernatural vampire, the average British pubgoer.
You push him back, and
Greg doesn't look like it, but he does got that 4 strength, baby.
the problem is, Greg, while you do punch him a lot, it seems like your punches are having little effect on him. You are definitely pushing him back, and he's kind of like the guy moves fast away from you, putting some distance. As why don't you give me a wits awareness, Greg?
What's awareness? Yeah. 1 success. Does it matter if I willpower?
I'll say, I mean, no, honestly not. But you don't see it. You just kind of like hear it whiz through the air. As you see him start kind of like look behind you. As several projectiles fly past you. As he will try and dodge a couple of them, but he will eventually get impaled and just fall down.
I am actually terrified, Grunt. You're gonna hurt me's ass. I
You
feel
turn
it.
around to see who shot the things. I like
Yeah,
the silence.
Oh, I thought you said I do turn around
No,
because
no,
Greg is turning around. Yeah, Greg is very
See-
caught off guard.
You see a silhouette in the darkness, and as the light is kind of like falling from one of the lampposts, he kind of like starts walking up to you. You can see he has like a hat on. There's a long trench coat flowing behind him. Long flowing hair, wielding a crossbow. As he gets up, you are able to like see his face in the light. As he is in fact wielding a large crossbow, as you see a revolving chamber underneath it. As he kind of like looks at you and says, "Are you alright?"
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
He
Thanks for the help there, friend.
He nods as he like looks back. You can see the buff man kind of like get up as he like pulls the stakes out, and you can see this man drop the crossbow as he like pulls 2 curved daggers, starts leaping as he begins slicing the fuck out of this loser vampire.
It's beta male.
Rolls 2 successes on his ball.
13 dice.
Fucking 13 dice. Fucking average British pubgoer just fucking beats his ass. Gets killed by Van Helsing.
This is therapy for Grunt, I'm realizing. This is what he wants.
Given the previous exposure that that Greg has had to vampires, it's safe to assume that this guy who just tried to kill him was also a vampire based on some of the shit he saw.
Well, it certainly was. He was moving supernaturally fast and had a lot of strength. Clearly not more than yours. And as you can see, the man's kind of like cutting him up. Instead of bleeding, the buff man just kind of like his skin seems to crumple into dust.
Yeah, Greg is actually gonna say. Ah, shit, I was worried they'd be here too.
He like puts the daggers away and just nods and says, "I'm not exactly sure where I am, but Glad I got here in time, friend. She's gonna like extend a hand for you.
Yeah. Greg will shake it. Think you're in Forks, Washington? Stateside? Gonna
Washington.
be honest.
I was in Paris not that long ago. Strange.
Yeah, I was in Portsmouth.
Well,
Apparently we're not the, apparently, nice to know at least I'm not the only person weird shit's happening to.
nod. It says, Gabriel, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure to meet you. Greg.
Say this is Washington. Doesn't look like what I would remember.
Yeah, it doesn't quite look right to me either. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Kind of like takes a deep breath and sighs.
Yeah. Listen, I do got a hotel room. Chances are, I wasn't gonna keep that man on the ground forever. You did just save my life, so I owe you one.
Lead the way, friend, to your hotel. He, like, picks up the stakes from the ground and just kind of like lowers them into the crossbow again.
Yeah, as Greg leads him away. He's kind of in shock. Too much shock to recommend. Let's not just leave the body here. If
The body is crumpling into dust.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
As yeah, no, Gabriel will follow around as he like looks around. Kind of like has a very he's clearly shocked and confused as he like glances at the cars, at a lot of the street lamps and stuff like that. But he is just following you.
Might be a lot for you to take in, but I'm pretty. Now, Grant, we knew it was like 10 years before, looked like everything was like a decade older, right?
Yeah,
To
no,
us.
you know it's 2005.
It's,
Courtesy of Sang, the expert.
yeah. Now, I'm just gonna make the assumption, based on the outfit there, friend, that, you probably don't know. Here? 2005. I don't know how long away that is from where you are, but I'm gonna guess a lot.
He kind of like stops for a moment, just kind of like rubs his forehead. I'll give or take 2 centuries.
I mean, I'm a bit out of the way as myself. It's about 2015, and then I ended up back here, half the world away. It's been a strange couple days.
I was like checking fucking timelines. Oh, thank God. I was like, when was Washington founded? That's good.
Yeah, that's.
He's
His
yeah,
body was in
yeah.
Washington D.C.
Yeah, he thought he was in Washington, D.C. Yes, you are in fact correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, it's still 100 years difference. Okay, thank God. He's like nods. Says, okay. So I was transported into the future, as well as across the ocean. Have any
Yeah.
idea as to what foul creature is responsible for this?
All right, so I'll be honest with you because there's a good chance you're... I'm gonna level with you here. There's a good chance that you're removed for more than just your time. It's... Let's just call her a mage for now. She is really powerful. I don't think we can fight her.
Kind of like chuckles, smirks, and says, "I've heard that line before, but don't worry, friend. We'll figure out a way out of this situation. I faced worse odds."
Greg will nod at that. Alright. Well, my hotel, there's 2 friends I got with me, by the way. Like me, taken from England, taken from our time, put here. We're all trying to figure out what it is we're gonna do.
Nods, says, It's a good thing to never lose hope. I'm gonna pat you on the shoulder.
At that, Greg's gonna give another nod, but this one, it's actually genuine. Hey, at the end of the day, I've got a family to get back to. My time and my place. I'm gonna get back to my family, and I'm gonna make sure my friends get back to theirs.
We'll adopt a much more serious tone and just nod. As yeah, you lead him back to the hotel where Dudley and Sung are still sleeping. It's only been like half an hour to an hour.
Yeah, as I open the door, think they're gonna still be asleep. They don't exactly. I like to wake up early.
Like nods and like around, sinks into an armchair and just kind of like sits there.
Need anything to drink or eat? We did get got some food and water. Got some food and water in the fridge.
I would appreciate, I don't know what this fridge is, but
Box that keeps food cold, fresh, stops it from spoiling.
of course, sounds like a wonderful invention.
And yeah, Greg's also gonna take a seat down as, admittedly, the adrenaline is wearing off, and he is aware of how close he did come to death.
Yeah. Well, listen, you were beating the shit out of the thing, but it was clearly faster than you.
Yeah, eventually Greg would have slipped up.
Yeah. As you show him to the as he calls it cold box, and pop it open and grab some water and start munching on it. Eventually, who's gonna wake up first between Sung and Dudley?
It's a complicated question.
It's a complicated question. I think Sung would still have that student mindset, so probably around 6 or 7, essentially, because she usually goes to work and goes to school.
Not too long after that part, as you open your eyes, you see Greg in the room, as well as a man dressed from like a Halloween party.
Now, should I let Sung know who this is, or should I just play it like a fool?
I don't know. You're telling me Sung watched all the Twilight movies, but not the Van Helsing one? What the fuck? It's literally 1 year apart.
I
would
know,
shoot
that's what I
you.
was thinking.
Come on,
She's the Twilight
Greg.
now.
I know, I know.
You're a vampire fan, and this is a vampire movie.
Oh, Sung, I think like kind of doesn't realize what she's seeing as she like wipes her eyes for a second, and like blinks as she looks from Greg to
You're
this.
pretty sure it's Hugh Jackman in a costume across the room.
Yeah. Greg also knows that, because Greg knows who Hugh Jackman is. He just didn't mention it. Like, don't think about it.
I assume the costume looks very familiar because he's wearing the same getup from
Yes,
the movie,
he is.
right?
He is in
Yeah,
fact
gotcha.
Morning,
Hello?
son.
Good
Ah.
morning.
Morning, son. This man here is in, think he's in a pretty similar spot as we are. Got attacked on my walk. This man, good man, helped me out.
Okay.
So I can like wave.
Hello. Wait, it's kind of like I'm not sure if Greg's closer to Hugh Jackman or not.
Greg's surprised in one of the other chairs, so it's probably like across the room from him.
Kind of gets up and goes to Greg a little bit. It's like, why is Hugh Jackman as Van Helsing in our room?
Just gonna whisper, we literally went to the Lord of the Rings. Are you surprised? Are you surprised?
Yeah, but they don't usually have crosswords. Like, well, I guess this explains the Hugh Jackman comment. Okay. Hello, sir. Lovely to meet you, and thank you for saving my friend. You were attacked by who? By what?
I don't know. I'll describe the guy to him and the fact that, yeah, this fucking guy, big guy, ran into me. I was able to, fucking knock his ass to the ground, but I don't think it was gonna go good after that.
Wait. Describe him one more time to me.
Let me look at the NPC photo again. Tall, fucking square head, blue hoodie.
What color were his eyes?
They were yellow, but I think that might just because it was dark.
Sun looks. You wouldn't even necessarily say ill, but she looks shaken by what you're saying. It's like, oh, that's nice. Okay. Is he alive?
He's quite dead. Rest easy.
Of course. Thank you. Cool. Okay. That's gonna be an issue that we're gonna have to worry about soon. I think. I'll wait for Dudley to wake up to explain exactly how fucked we are a little bit in that regard. But I'm happy that you're alive, Greg.
I think we're in a better spot than we were yesterday.
Maybe.
Face it, from what it looks like, these guys will always, whoever the fuck these guys are, we're always gonna be aggressive. What, does it matter they're gonna be mad now?
Depending on which, you know what, you're right, Greg. I could be a little bit positive. Maybe it won't be the entire family. Maybe it'll just be the wife.
There's more of them? Our family.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. And that one, if it's the one I think it is named Emmett. And his wife is Rosalie, who's very much a terrifying woman, especially when it comes to her loved ones.
Rest assured, I was, after my short departure from Paris, before I was brought here, my next mission was hunt down one such as them. Well, luckily for us, I have all the equipment with me still. As like, pats the crossbow.
Mr. Van Helsing, here's the thing. That's not gonna work for these vampires. These are a different breed of vampires. They can go out in the sun, they can move really quickly, and holy items don't work on them. You just gotta hit them really, really hard and hope that's enough.
Greg, you're pretty sure when he staked him, the guy went down.
I mean, the guy fell down when
He
he got staked.
He did get up afterwards, but he did get swapped.
Yeah, I mean, he still went down when he got staked, and I mean, yeah, he got back up, but didn't seem to help him much.
Okay, maybe things are a little bit different. Maybe this is a different version, and not the one I think it is. Okay, cool. There's still some hope, at the very least, in that regard. Oh, I guess as well. One of them can read minds. Another one can control emotions, and another one can see into the future possibilities of the future.
He like suddenly looks very concerned when you say that. Says, "That is the case. Why haven't they already attacked you here?"
Maybe Greg's right. Maybe these are not the exact same ones like I thought they were. They're going to attack at the very least because, well, I don't think they'd be too happy about us killing their family member.
Do you know where these creatures live?
I think a rough estimate. It's been a while since I've seen the movies, but I don't think they give you the exact details. They're out in the woods, which is gonna be a problem because.
Do you say that? Do you say they didn't tell me in the movies?
Yeah.
Look,
Listen.
I'm saying it's been a while since you've seen the movie, so she can't give an accurate, like, I know exactly where it's at. Guys,
I just want to make sure you didn't just say that.
No.
Okay.
Listen, no. If you two wanna roll me a wits insight, feel free to do so. If you think this is the first slip up she had.
I roll it. What's inside as well, Grunt?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
He's definitely very much suspicious of you. Suddenly.
You do seem to know a lot.
Now that you think about it, you did call him Van Helsing.
Oh,
He introduced
God,
himself
yeah,
as
right.
Gabriel, didn't he?
Damn it, Sug. You're right.
Didn't say anything, because this is fucking weird enough, but he's definitely suspicious of you now.
Well, it's been a while since I've read any of the books as well, so I could be completely off base, at the very least. And next to their lands is, well, the werewolf pack. Which I only think is 2, 3?
There's werewolves around here as well?
Shapeshifters wasn't properly explained. They can transform when they want, so I don't think they count as werewolves.
Even more dangerous then.
Well, in their mind, we're the trespassers, so we're the ones who are the dangerous ones. Well, that's the most stuff I think I remember.
You do seem to know quite a lot about this world and about myself as well.
Well, what can I say? I like to read.
Am I in a book as well?
I feel like I should stop answering questions now. Actually, didn't mean to offend. I'm gonna go get myself a snack.
I was given an important mission and people are depending on me. I would like to find my way back home as soon as possible, and it feels like you are withholding information. You're supposed to work together.
I don't really know, man. Dumped here and fucking trying to figure it out, really. If nothing else, we definitely didn't bring you here.
Roll me a charisma persuasion.
Ooh, okay. He's like, should I just get it over with now? Mr. Van Helsing, please. I can add my beautiful to this one, Grunt? Is that alright?
Sure.
Can I? I'm not trying to do some.
Date Hugh Jackman.
I can't bring him with me when I go back home. It's gonna be a little awkward for the relationship, you know.
Let's try to have him live, okay? Let's try to make
Damn,
sure
if you bring this version of Van Helsing into the world of darkness, everyone's fucked.
I know. It's like I don't think the world can
Everyone's
survive.
truly
this guy
utterly
will just
fucked.
win. This guy will just win.
SI just dominates the world then.
Maybe this was Kashin's long con. He's like, Craig, yes.
Bring the left hand of God to the world of darkness.
Until he meets the real Hugh
An
Jackman.
actual that would be an awkward meeting. So are you gonna willpower reroll that or no?
Oh yeah, if I need to.
Yes,
yeah,
you
I
need
will.
to. 5 successes. I know what I need.
Oh no.
5 successes.
I'm gonna just lean back and nod, and like let out an exasperated sigh.
Sung just gets some snacks quietly away from Mr. Hugh Jackman. I don't think the left-handed guy's gonna be cool with this, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. Greg's gonna speak up. It's situation we've been in has been it's been hard to explain. This isn't the first place we've ended up.
Understand your troubles, friend, but must also understand that you are clearly withholding information from me, and don't appreciate that given the circumstance. But at the very least, you don't seem to harbor ill intentions. All I need is a location, and I will deal with the problem on my own.
Greg's actually gonna say, yeah, Greg's actually gonna say, we can probably find out where they are, but you sure you want to go in on it alone?
That's pretty dangerous.
Always work best alone.
God, you're so edgy.
It's 2004. What the fuck? You look like a bunch of civilians. Now, Greg did just kick the shit out of a vampire. That's true.
True.
He's just built different.
Admittedly, anyone could have beat up that vampire.
That's true.
Yeah, I think even Park could have won if she rolled good.
Oh,
Don't just say.
What is your strength, Park?
Yeah, you might have actually tied with him. At the very
one.
least.
My strength's at one.
You could have given him a run for his money. He would have had to have struggled to beat you up.
You could have spotted one part of Brock and another crit.
All right. You know what? I'll be honest with you. We can do certain things that normal people can't. We're still people. We still age. We still die. That man would have still killed me. But a few minor things we can do. That man moved too fast for me to perceive, but normally I can sense things around me when I'm not looking at them. Including normally things that are living. Two friends here have other abilities. We've been using them to help make it in the places we've ended up.
He is trying to process this, but he kind of like nods.
As Greg is gonna try to get like look at a nearby remote and gonna see if he can't get into his hand.
Sure. Roll me a 3d10. Take one superficial. But
Yeah,
yeah.
one superficial damage. Yeah.
The remote is suddenly in like your hand. It's like kind of like almost as it's like focusing. He doesn't blink, but it's like an instantaneous thing. And just kind of like looks shocked at that.
A little bit of, guess you could call it magic.
Looks like it. Your
Friend Dudley
sorcerers,
there.
all of you.
Sorcerers, mages, a few different names I've heard about it. I can observe and kind of manipulate space around me, and I can detect living things. Dudley over there, who's still sleeping because that man never sets an alarm. He can. It's mostly he can control electricity. Will influence it, especially electronics. Make lights blow out. Can turn lights on, I would imagine. Kind of control the elements a bit, but that's a very small thing he can do. Yet he ain't gonna start no fires yet. At least, not just with his powers that he can do. Sung, I mean, you're awake. You can explain what you can do.
I can feel people's emotions and everything like that. And I'm not really too sure the full scope of that just yet. Tie them together. Push them a certain direction.
Nods. Looking a bit more worried at you than he was looking at Greg, but
Don't worry, Mr. Van Helsing, that'd be ethically wrong.
it would be quite.
But yeah. Right now, anything we can do is still pretty minor, but still things we can do.
No, he nods and says, "No, certainly have your talents. I will not deny that. Then maybe we can all try and locate this den of monsters together."
Would leave all of us a lot safer. At least until we figure out we can all get back to our homes.
He nods.
And I mean, maybe we should. Actually, yeah. They're predators. They're hunters. They're on their best when they're fucking going out after people. They wouldn't expect us to take the fight to them.
My point exactly. And even if you say they are immune to the sun, certainly didn't seem immune to stakes.
Well, most things aren't. So I was gonna try to wake up Dudley while this is going on as well.
Dudley, you are shaken awake.
Hey, Dudley, we have a visitor. And things have gotten a little bit more, the level's been amped up a little bit more.
Sweet, sweet dreams. I was dreaming of bacon and eggs.
I know, buddy.
Yeah, I look at it. Greetings, sir. Dudley Johnson.
Dudley not gonna have any reaction. Like, it's just you.
He was a Lord of the Rings. He was a Lord of the Rings, and he was in Star Wars. At this point,
sure, give me a result composure, Dudley.
Yeah, he will try to subdue. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he Megan did say what he will try to subdue it as much as he can. Yeah, he would recognize you, Jack, immediately. I will willpower.
Okay, yeah.
7 successes.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's exactly how it goes. Good work, sir.
And
Not
Tony,
even
he's like,
fucking missed a beat.
Daddy,
Man
he's like, holy shit, that's Hugh Jackman.
The man is
Okay.
wearing 18th century clothing with a leather hat, I think, as well.
I will attempt to go back to Bacon Land.
Gonna say it. I don't think this is. I think he's just wearing what looks like a costume. Yes. Yeah, he's just gonna like tip his hat. What can your friend do?
He thought the Dudley.
If you wanna tell him, Dudley.
He knows.
I can mostly control electricity, but also I think other elements, you know. You explained the whole thing.
Not the whole thing, mostly our abilities mainly.
Control elements, you know. Like, I think wind, water. I actually haven't tried water out yet, but I guess so. I guess so. But it's mostly electricity. Wind and fire right now are in their baby stages. I can light a cigarette.
Okay.
But that's about it.
I feel like this is for the people in the Vatican more than for me, but I trust you're able to say you can control fire. Beasts are afraid of the flames.
Right now, in my testing, I was only able up to conjure up a small flame, and I cannot spit fire with my hands.
Maybe then we grab some oil.
Now that
able
would be
to light it
possible.
up.
Yeah. I could also break a lamp above the oil, make
We
it
can
pop.
get some. We can get some gasoline.
Yeah. And then maybe I can trigger an electric fire.
He's
Perhaps
gonna like look at you and just like say, "I trust you'll know what to do."
it's like oil. Yeah.
No. All right, we got some stuff to get. We've got a place to find.
I'm good at tracking. I will look in the surrounding areas. Anything I should be looking out for other than shape-shifting werewolves?
Well, we have a house in the woods that's a little odd. I can describe that to you at the very least. And of course, there's the Wolfpack lands who keep the vampires on their side, but
Well,
they mostly.
it's nothing new that the hounds serve the vampires.
I don't think it's more like serve. They kind of hate each other's guts and only have a ceasefire unless you screw up type of situations. The vampires
be-
aren't allowed to make more.
And it should be even easier then. As yeah, he'll ask you to describe the house to him and pack up his stuff, and as soon as sun starts shining, he'll take his leave.
Is it? I
Gonna
think it's like,
look at Sung. After,
what's up?
After what Dudley did in the fucking Lord of the Rings, really?
I'm
Gonna tell him gonna tell him it's all a book?
sorry. I panicked. He scared me. I'm sorry.
Listen, it could be an ancient wizard, an ancient tome.
You're right. It was. I should have thought before I said anything. You're right. I'm sorry.
Listen, slip-ups happen sometimes. At least nobody told him he's Hugh Jackman.
I don't think he's gonna even know what that is. I don't. I feel a little bad that we're sending him off to do this alone, and also for people who honestly aren't evil, but this is all very complicated.
I mean, I'm not sure how this exactly works with movies and power. Obviously, in reality, in our reality, he's an actor, but
Yeah, like these are still people. These aren't things in the book. These are people.
Well, Megan did mention she likes destroying universes. For her, she's probably eating popcorn right now. Maybe
That
that's
is
what she wanted.
a good point, actually. I was surprised that she brought someone in because this seems like a big red flag for this world, isn't it? Then that's what she told us, right?
Yeah, she's not the cop. Again, she likes to do this.
Seems so awful.
Yeah, she does kind of. Yeah, I think. Yeah, she's sending us to places with the goal of either we will die or we're going to do something that's gonna fucking destroy the entire world we're in. And listen, I know it might sound fucked to say, it might sound bad. I don't really care. We have to get home. And if I don't think Megan's gonna put us in situations where we can play nice with people and get home.
I'm pretty sure if we die, she'll just get another group of apprentices, or I'm not sure what it's called, and or maybe just destroy worlds.
She can bring people back to life. She could just send us somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
Song looks. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, it's bad, it's rough. But we're gonna need to kind of get it in our heads that if we're gonna get home, if we're gonna see our friends, see our family, see anything back home again, we're gonna have to get pretty comfortable with, if not directly killing people, getting a lot of people hurt through our actions regardless.
Song looks uncertain, but she nods at Greg's words.
I play by her rules. She's the one with the key to the portals, and I'm not sure about this paradox or god fella. If he'll let us through.
Yeah, someone tells me if we get his attention, he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna give a shit that we were sent here by someone else.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's. Even if we're not gonna go fucking burn down their house, we should probably still get some supplies, something beyond just food and water, something that can help us if we need it. You might only be able to light a cigarette, but a lit cigarette can start a gasoline fire.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty amazing idea. Yeah, honestly, I should give them get some cans of gas, or even hard alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, you can visit the nearby stores and just you have enough money to purchase basic stuff.
Yeah, Greg is gonna get the jerry cans of gasoline. Probably gonna see if there's any like areas where you can get like the roadside flares, because fucking anything sounds
Or
like a good
flint,
idea.
like camping flint or whatever stuff like that.
Something we can also use to start fires as well.
Yeah, you grab some stuff, and as you're sorry, go ahead. You want to say something?
I was gonna say, Greg is also gonna buy some miscellaneous camping supplies. Greg will just look like he's preparing for a camping trip.
Yeah. As you're packing all of these things, I assume you're doing the shopping together.
After getting it, yeah, let's not. The sun might be out, but Greg's not of the opinion that anyone should go separately anymore.
Yeah.
So as you look around, as you're packing the stuff up, you're exiting one of the large stores. Greg, this is the same area that were attacked. There's nothing now, and the body's gone. And there's like you can see the alleyway where you were attacked. Some trash cans fallen over. You can also see something at the end of the alleyway. It just looks like a black spot on the ground. Like pitch black. And you can all see this.
Fuck is that?
I don't know.
Is this in the fucking books?
Definitely not. Usually they just turn to like stone and dust, really. Can Sung touch this grunt? See
Well,
if she
you have
like
to
if
get
it was in the
closer
rest-
to it first.
Oh, should we check it out? See what it is? I feel like we should.
I don't see the harm.
Yeah, she will try to see if it leaves any residue or if
Well,
she can
as
figure
you
out what exactly
approach, you
this is.
realize, yeah, it's just looked like a hole in the ground that's just pitch black. Like, not even, like, you don't see anything past the edge.
Maybe we can ask our avatars on this one. But you have any idea what this is?
You get a message. Stick your head in and find out.
What? Can I find a stick or anything that
Yeah.
I can like
There's like
poke
garbage
inside a
around.
thing and pull it back? Poke something in there and pull it back out and see what it looks like.
As you push the stick in, as soon as it touches the edge, it just disappears. If you pull it out, it's missing.
Okay, I don't know what the hell this is.
What the fuck?
What is it? Reality breaking or something like that?
Greg's gonna try something, cause Greg's gonna look at Dudley. Take a photo of it real quick.
I take a picture. Yes, I take out my cell phone and I snap a picture.
Want to see if, like, in the photo, if it is also still there.
Nope.
What do I see? Do I see like the road, whatever?
Yeah. It's the asphalt underneath.
Okay, so it's only something. At least for now, we know it's only something we can fucking perceive.
Okay.
I have a question. Can I take a
Churchill,
picture?
got any? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
Churchill, got any idea what this is?
Never seen anything in my life like this.
Let's not poke at it anymore.
It looks and behaves like a small black hole, but without the gravitational.
Glenn, can I take a picture of the stick? Is the stick also missing in the picture, or is it?
Yeah, no,
normal?
the stick is gone.
Okay, stick is gone.
Definitely had an actual effect on the.
Somebody
you
walks
think this-
over this. Do you think they're just gonna fucking vanish?
Yeah.
Not big enough to
I-
swallow a person whole, but yeah, their foot might just.
The bleeding might kill them. Can we put something over it at least?
No, if you try to cover it up, just swallows up. Like as soon as something touches the event horizon, it's just gone. That doesn't get to that point. Light is not escaping this thing. Can't cover a black hole.
Grunt. Greg's actually gonna fucking. Ah, fuck. Do you think this is what happens when the world starts breaking down? Do you think that's why we need to be here for 3 days? Because in 3 days, our efforts and fucking Van Helsing and whoever else fucking Megan brings in is gonna cause this whole world to fucking, this whole universe to fucking just fall into nothingness, a black fucking abyss.
I think so. I think this is the result.
Okay, so in the future, if we ever see one of those, if you ever see one of these, situation's bad.
Is there Grant, I'm gonna ask, just let me know, is there any way to like look into it with our own abilities or see what it looks like on that regard or what it feels like for us? To get a sense of it?
Well, you can sense its emotions if you want, but I don't think it has any.
I'm talking more on the spirit side. I'm not sure if that could do anything in that regard.
Do you
Yeah,
think this thing
yeah.
has a soul?
I don't know, Grunt. Everything is
Theoretically,
You can try-
Greg
you can
could
listen.
try to.
You can roll like 2d10.
Theoretically, Greg could extend his vision under it, but like,
Yeah.
I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Try and do that.
I think you don't want to succeed on that.
That's the pinnacle of bad ideas.
It should have been a 2d10, but yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because your spirit sphere is 1.
Oh, 1. That's right.
So
I'm so sorry.
It's 2 successes, which is still enough. As you try and like kind of sense, it's as it looks, it feels as it looks just a black hole, emotionless, the absolute void. Sense nothing from it. No emotions, no thoughts, nothing. The absence of thing.
I think as soon as she even gets a small taste of that, she immediately like cuts off whatever feeling or whatever way she can sense it. She's like, I don't think I really like that at all. It's just nothing. That's definitely not a good look.
Let's not poke at it anymore.
Don't stare at the abyss. Saying goes.
Yeah, as you'll make your way back to the hotel with the supplies, get ready to pack. Have probably some time until Mr. Van Helsing returns from the scouting mission.
Scouting in quotation marks.
Listen, you told him not to engage. He listens.
Came right into me. I had no choice but to kill them.
And what are you gonna do as you wait?
Want to play cards?
Yeah, sure. At the very least, better than nothing.
Yeah,
Did what we had to do.
you wait for a couple of hours, as just before sunset, you will make his way back and he opens the door. And like, good news, I have managed to find the place. It's deep in the woods, but it's not that well hidden. It seems almost too easy, so I expect some sort of trap.
They didn't notice you were there?
No, they seem rather oblivious to things. Or maybe they were just pretending not to know. In any case, they did not engage.
We picked up some supplies.
He'll start like looking through it and nod. Well, we do this tomorrow during the day. As you said, they don't really care about time.
Well, we don't have super eyesight. I'd say during the day. We have better eyes.
I think I'll take some rest. Quite tired. You know, kind of like lie on the couch and cover his face with his hat as he like goes to sleep.
Okay. Well, tomorrow it is.
Tomorrow, yeah.
I want you, Sang, to roll me. What would be? You know what? You can roll me intelligence or with academic.
Gotcha.
Because you're the only one who knows so much of the Twilight lore that you could even like
You
make
Should also
connections.
you do in fact know so much about it.
Kind of
Oh, there we go.
of course. It makes sense for the character.
You only needed one success, but you got 4.
Yeah, no, you do remember that the vampires from Twilight, they can smell humans quite long distance. Is
Yeah.
Van Helsing even a human?
Well, how much am I allowed to know about Van Helsing? I want to ask that now
You've
before I
seen
say
the
something.
movie. You've seen the. You know
Okay.
whatever you've seen in the movie.
Oh, the anime, because I've seen that too.
Sure, I haven't
Okay.
seen the anime. It might have me outmatched at this point.
Man, Red, why aren't you running this game? You should run the multiverse game. Apparently, you know more about it.
Look, I'm aware that Van Helsing himself is immortal. He is the left hand of God. He is Gabriel, the angel.
literal angel, yes.
He could.
That's probably why they couldn't smell him because he doesn't. He's not actually an actual human. So
Is it that
There's also the odd thing where, like, is it something to do with Megan as well? Because even then, there's still Edward who can read people's thoughts, and there's still Alice who can see in the future, but no one's seemed to react into Emmett's
Yeah,
death.
see these fucking hands.
Listen, I was gonna say Gabriel is not an above average human. He is in fact a fucking angel. So yes.
There's also a thing where, like, I'm more wondering why aren't they freaking out about Bella and Emmett's? Because unless he was in that house with them, he's been gone, and they can usually tell that he's dead. So either they haven't noticed, or maybe they did know he was there pretending, but like if they lose a family member, they would be reacting, at least in Sung's mind, with a little bit more fanfare. So why haven't they done that? Was it because Megan gave them that 3-day time, so that's when they will react, or is there something else going on that she
Now,
just doesn't realize?
specifically, probably you can safely to assume that Megan is in fact fucking with all of their powers.
Ah, gotcha. Kind of figured as much.
But yeah, no, they clearly can't sense him.
Now, my worry is that they didn't notice him, but will they notice us? More than likely.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's also worth checking. Look out for more of these black holes. I'm not sure how quickly they're spreading.
I mean,
I don't want to go to sleep and sort it with nothing.
gonna look at Sung. Does Sung explain that as
Yeah, she will explain, like, it's odd that the family, like,
Okay.
the family hasn't reacted, and as well as the fact their own abilities, and they didn't notice him at all. He understands that he's a little bit above the regular type of hunter type of thing, but nothing, no reactions at all. And her theory that it's a Megan thing, more than likely, which is terrifying.
okay? Does that mean we shouldn't go with him then?
I honestly, it feels wrong to let him do all this by himself.
I mean, it's wrong to let him do it by himself, but if it turns out he can get there undetected and we're gonna get spotted, we might just get him killed then.
Also, this war is ending anyway. I think
Do
that I'm not sure who this
Do
character
not
is.
tell that to Dudley. Do not tell that to anyone, by the way.
Okay, yeah, that is between it's between
Do you
us.
think that's what she wants? That she'll allow us just to sit back while he does all the work?
No, I bet you if we do that, she'll kill him.
She told us to experiment with our powers here, and I guess it's supposed to be.
And something tells me if we just sit back and wait for the end of the world, she's not gonna pick us up.
I assume she sent them here for security, so we should make sure we're not getting hurt by them in a conventional fight.
Maybe we go with him, but stay out of his way, so he doesn't get in trouble. I don't know. I don't feel like it's good just to do
I mean,
that to him.
at the end of the day, we can split into two groups. He works best alone, and I mean, we're not the stealthiest people, so.
We're not exactly SAS commandos.
That might be the better play, because once they notice us, we'll have all their attention.
All right. Getting there. We're getting the plan.
So, stakes apparently works on them.
Can you fight with a stake against vampires?
Like prayer alarms.
I think we're supposed to use our powers here.
Okay. So, stay out of Van Helsing's way. Maybe draw their eye to us and do what needs to be done.
as you presumably put a plan together, also kind of go to rest as you'll wait for morning, right?
Guess best to get some rest, yeah?
As you all fall asleep. Who's like the light sleeper out of all of you?
I think
think-
Sung.
So Sung,
If
you
that's okay.
immediately wake up as you feel like a hand kind of shaking you awake. You see Van Helsing just kind of like put his finger to his lips and gesture for the outside. Gonna slowly wake up both Greg and Dudley do the same thing.
Take a little peek through that window. What's out there, Mr. Van
Give
Helsing?
me a what's awareness or what's investigation.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
I believe in you. Look at those rolls you're having.
Not everyone what's awareness.
As you kind of like just try and glance out the window, you do see several things move quite fast by. Can't catch it.
Ooh. What do they feel like, Grunt? Do they feel upsetty spaghetti or?
Well, you can always roll me a 3d10.
I shall. I shall. Oh, hit the wrong one. Oop, dang it. I hit the last one.
As you try and like sense some emotions, listen. It's kind of hard. They're far away. But even from this distance, such a strong hatred for all of you right now that you can feel it all around you. I think they find out. I think they learned about Emmett.
Oh. Ooh, okay.
It's been 2
okay.
days since Bella went missing as well.
Yep. And I like slides back on the floor. She just harshly was just like, I think they know we're here and they're pretty upset.
As the door immediately gets battered down, as one of them tries to push in, you see Van Helsing immediately like reach for the crossbow and start unloading.
I was gonna say when I hear the door breaking, can I try to fuck up the space around it to like try to fuck up their
yes
standing?
Yeah.
Good.
Roll there. And like 2 successes.
1 success, and I got 1.
So unfortunately, as you try and like twist the space, it feels like reality itself is pushing against you. You're gonna take 1 point of superficial willpower damage, but you're also gonna take 1 point of health damage because you did fail the roll.
Yep.
As you start bleeding from your nose, you can all see as whoever went through that door, he is moving quite fast. He knows what to expect. Manages to dodge the stakes as none of them like land in his chest. He catches a couple on his shoulder as he like in a fucking body as he like starts dangling with Gabriel. As several more quickly moving shapes are about to go through the door as well. And Dudley?
Grunt, this is a bit complicated. Can I do the gas, the jerry cans?
Yes.
An entire fire will be a bit deadly. But is there like a lamp above or somewhere? Can I like?
Why do you need lamp, Dudley? You are the lamp.
Yeah, I'm not confident in the fire.
Make some spark. Oh, you can just make some sparks.
Yeah, no, because I assume the jerry can is not right next to it. That's the problem.
You can literally,
push it
yeah. I never said these things have to be close to you, like next to you, within like touching range.
Yeah, I like push the jerry can towards them and light the spark.
Yeah. Give me a 3d10.
Yes, sir. I like how my politics is my fucking magic button.
I know technically it says like you need correspondence to be able to like cast that.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Stupid.
That's why I asked.
Like correspondence will be like for you to like fucking trigger it from like 10, 20 meters away, not from like.
Yeah, far away. Yeah.
Yeah, just want to make sure about that. Yeah. One success. There's no willpower in this.
You can willpower. You can willpower the roll.
Oh, I can willpower. Yeah, I'll willpower that.
Yeah, willpower. You can reroll 2 dice.
2 successes.
Then yeah, so it's 2 successes. Yeah, so as you throw the things and you visualize the molecules and the spark goes, the 3 that come through the door immediately get engulfed by a large flame as you are all kind of like flinged to the ground by the blast as they get outside. As you can hear a scream as Gabriel just kind of like decapitates someone that looks closely like Rosaline.
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
Rosaline?
That's
I
the
don't-
wife of Emmett.
Post a picture. I don't know these names.
Ah.
I am not a Twilight fan. Unlike
You watched the movie so much sooner than I did. The blonde one. The only
Yes,
blonde
the
one.
only blonde one. Mac.
Oh, okay, thank you for explaining this. Okay, now I know.
I'll post the image. Don't you?
Yeah, post it in graveyards, man.
Unfortunately,
Graveyards, Forks, Washington.
The Twilight verse, the entire Twilight verse.
I'm thinking I actually like that character a little bit.
Okay. Craig's gonna fucking pick himself up. Alright. Up, everyone, up! Fights now!
as like you see like one of the windows gets broken open as something moves quickly, and you see Van Helsing grab one of the water bottles and just fling it. And as it like smashes on impact, you can see. Let's see, who am I gonna torch?
Who do you hate most?
This guy.
We are just watching Grunt kill the fucking Twilight first. These, they never had a chance, man. Van Helsing himself.
He was the backup. He was the one.
As you see this man, as he like gets drenched in water, his skin literally starts melting as he like starts screaming in pain, starts rolling on the ground.
Oh, holy water! Wait.
Yeah, the holy water, the one that
Oh, that's
you
water.
said was ineffective, son.
Yeah, she is also surprised. Guess he's also a mage. Who fucking knows? Well, then again, he's an angel, so who fucking knows?
He's rolling on the ground, you said, right?
Yes, as you can see, his skin is melting.
Alright. Craig's gonna try to fucking pick him up and throw him back out the window.
Sure, give me a strength roll.
No mage. No magic required.
You said a strength brawl?
Yeah.
Strength. Brawl. Confirm.
Yeah,
4 successes.
you easily grab him and
Just-
shove him out the way. As he like stumbles onto the asphalt, leaving like a trail of molten flesh behind.
I'm casting my most powerful spell, hitting you in the face.
Punch. Our word punch.
As yeah, well, as this is happening, you realize you are being currently surrounded, but you see Gabriel get up and says, I guess those bottles work after all. Like gonna fling a couple more outside, and you hear more screams.
Sung is baffled. She doesn't know if she's supposed to be annoyed with that comment or not.
We need this man. We will fucking kill the end
No,
of the
but-
again.
Is the hallway on fire? Is it the room that's on fire?
It's the hallway. It's like part
Yeah.
of the room has caught ablaze,
Okay.
like the carpet and stuff, but most of the flames were outside.
Don't mean to alarm everyone, but we're not gonna be able to stay in here all night.
As yeah, Gabriel will gesture for the window for rush out. That's already broken.
Time to go.
Time for some decks of athletics.
Yeah, that's a good point. Give me Dex Athletic.
You didn't have to say that.
Oh fuck.
He did just fuck all of you.
No.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I hope you fail.
Thank you, Max, for reminding me.
Manifesting. The actual mage here, fucking manifesting my downfall. Fuck you, I succeed. I got 2 successes anyways. Fuck you.
Just need, like,
Die. Can I spend hope to like give him disadvantage? Take 2 of his successes away?
Let's see. If Sung fails,
Oh no!
it's fine, Sung. As you
I will
as
leave
you
the game. It's
stumble,
okay. I will not sabotage anymore.
fine. Gabriel will like princess carry you out the window.
Yeah. Hey Mac, how about you fucking use time to rewind before you say make that suggestion?
My real life mate. I'm like I have entropy. I can fuck myself over.
Who's Gabriel? I'll show you. This is Gabriel. 8.
As you can see, it's Van Helsing.
It's Gabriel Van Helsing. Yes.
I told you Van Helsing was here. Hey, I posted that.
This was the backup if we failed to fight the vampires. The Twilight Force was always gonna die.
I feel like we're helping him.
We are helping him though, yeah, right now.
As you're outside and there's like 2 people left. I was gonna say, so you recognized Alice, Sung, and of course Edward. As
Where's the other 2?
melting on the floor somewhere in the
Oh,
hotel.
that's right. I forgot he threw out other grenades outside.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
And seeing
I think some people got caught on fire.
seeing like Edward will go for the kill. The question is, what are the 3 of you doing?
Greg is getting ready to jump to the defense of anyone who's attacked.
Edward's going for the kill right now. Can I control the water? And
Yes.
The holy water, to be precise.
You can fling it in his face. Yes.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Give me a 3d10.
I believe in you.
2 successes.
Yeah. As you manipulate, you splash him with you gather the holy water from the broken bottle on the floor, on the pavement rather, and you just direct it into his path as the water acts like tiny bullets penetrating his body as he like falls, kind of like stumbles, as he like screams in pain, as these things just fucking go through him like hot bullets through butter. As Alice is looking to run away, before you can see Sung, Van Helsing is gonna pull something from his jacket. And he lets out this like weird disc-shaped mechanism as it zooms through the air, just decapitating her.
Man, this is gonna go in a vault somewhere. In my mind.
Yeah, with that, we should probably get a move on. I don't think the cops are gonna believe us if we tell them they were vampires.
Usually get in trouble with the authorities. That's like helps all of you get up.
Grunt, can I do one last thing?
What?
Can I activate the fucking fire sprinklers at least, if they're not already activated?
The fire sprinklers are already activated.
Ah, okay, yes, I'm activated.
I thought you were gonna say stop them, burn them all down. It's not a wildfire that will burn down Forks, Washington.
You have the wolves to kill.
That's it.
Have them.
I only have one free willpower left.
As you can all give me a wits awareness, by the way, as you're all making your way, running away from. I want Greg to succeed.
Well,
There we go.
Impaired, but doesn't matter.
Greg, as you're like running away from this, you do spot Jacob Black watching this from sidelines, shocked, despair.
Seeing that, it doesn't register in Greg's head that this was the fucking we were told about this. He just sees a kid staring at like a burning building. So he could say, "Don't fucking stand there, kid! Run!"
He's when you shout at him, he'll actually like run away. Start typing on his phone.
Doesn't even like impaired mind. Doesn't even like figure that. Oh yeah, we were told about that guy. Just get this kid out of here before he gets hurt.
Wait, Grunt, what's the important part? What's the length of his hair?
It's long. I already posted. You already have the picture in.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
As I mean, I can imagine once I yell and look at him, the others can see him, right?
Yes, you do all see Jacob Black running away.
Oh shit, that was Jacob fucking Black.
Gabriel looks at him and says, "Is that someone else we have to worry about?"
He's not part of it yet, but he's gonna be a future werewolf. And his clan is the werewolf pack.
Well, that's bad, but we can deal with them. As he looks back at the carnage and says, "We seemingly handled your unkillable vampires. Told you I'm the best at this."
Okay, Mr. Helsing, I get it.
Much appreciated for the help.
He flexes as he says this, apparently.
You smug about it.
You told him it's holy water doesn't work, and then steak is on the. They seem to be working just fine.
Take this, Reddit
Maybe
atheist.
it's just a skill issue. Maybe you see the problem is Sung's is not on that Sung's is not on that unshakable faith in God grind set.
Take this, Reddit atheist.
Maybe that's what it is.
But yeah, as you'll all run away, as you'll get in your car, and just drive.
We've destroyed the economy of this town. This is the richest family.
And with
Surprised you
that,
don't. Yes.
we will end the session unless there's any closing remarks that you'd like to make.
While we're driving away, Greg is gonna look at his two, mostly to Sung and Dudley. Listen, saw that? I ain't gonna lie, we got a lot of help from our good friend here. But this ain't like before, where we had to sit and fucking cower. We can do this now. We can make it.
Grunt, I have a quick question. I know some can make it so she can do other people's emotions, but can she affect her own emotions for herself with her abilities? Or is it just only other people?
Have to test it out and see, I guess.
I think she wants to try to feel that confidence that Greg feels.
Sure. Give me a 3d10. Yeah, you in fact see Greg's emotional strings as you tie them to your own.
You sense that it's a few things. It's confidence. It's a strong feeling of responsibility. He clearly feels responsible for both you and Dudley. And as well as that, you do feel, it is kind of a loosening as Greg is getting used to the idea that at the end of the day, people in other universes don't matter as much as the people I care about. He does not feel regret or bad at all for what just happened. In fact, he feels proud. He helped to keep you guys safe.
In the moment right now, Sung is in the back of her mind. Sung is probably concerned, but with the emotions that she's feeling from Greg right now, she's gonna look with him with so much confidence and look very proud as well. Nods. Greg's words are really touching her heart, guys.
As you'll drive off